Welcome everyone to MCM 520 Media History. Glad you're all here. I love teaching this class. My name is Dr. Casey Hart, and some of you have taken classes from me in the master's level before. Some of you haven't. If this is your first time taking this class or taking a class from me, glad to have you. I'm glad that you're going to be a part of this. A couple of things that I want to get out of the way just right off the bat. This is an online class, as all of you guys know, and the book is going to be a big part of this, but I've gone to, I like to think, pretty great lengths to provide you guys with a lot of content online as well. I've given you a series, and I will be giving you a series of lectures on each of the individual chapters throughout the book, or throughout the semester, and I would urge you to pay attention to all of the content. I can see how you're matriculating through the class, how you're consuming the content, but really it's a holistic process. In other words, I don't think you can truly get the most out of this class if all you do is read the book, nor do I think you can get the most out of this class if all you do is listen to my lectures, or if all you do is look at the content that I've provided. Excuse me, if all you do is look at the content that I've provided on D2L. Really, all of those elements work together, hopefully, to give you a full understanding of the content in this class. There will be a series of discussion posts. I would urge you to really pay attention to each other. There will be some video discussion posts where you guys will be able to watch each other's discussions and interact with each other. I find these to be fun and entertaining, interesting. I love hearing each of your points of view. It's one of the things that I miss about teaching these types of classes face-to-face, and the video discussion posts, I think, are one of the best ways of simulating that in an online class. So take them seriously. What I don't want in the video discussion posts are you to write something out and then just read it to me. That's not what this is all about. What I really do want you to do is show me that you can discuss the topic in a meaningful, critically and academically cogent sort of way. That's what I'm looking for in the discussion posts, not for you to write something out and then just recite what you've written. Okay, so just kind of keep that in mind. And then obviously I want you guys to discuss with one another. I have traditionally seen some really interesting, engaging, and sometimes heated discussions and debates in this class, and they're always fantastic. Respect each other and remain civil, obviously. That should go without saying, but it is perfectly okay to question someone's perspective on it, to challenge each other. That's what master's programs are all about. I won't always agree with your points of view. I may agree with your point of view, but I may challenge you all the same. All of this is designed to help you grow, to increase your knowledge, to maybe help you think more critically about the topic at hand. Okay, so with all that said, let's talk about the topic, media history. One of the things that most people, I think, and I have found over my years of teaching this, one of the truisms about history education is that I think many people have experienced what I would consider to be a somewhat incorrect way of being taught history. We are storytelling animals. We live through the stories we tell. And history is just that. It is the story of who we are and where we came from. One of the things people say is, oh, it's so hard to remember dates and names, and I get that. But if you are a fan of Game of Thrones or Scandal or any number of other highly complex television shows, movies, and series that are out these days, you will probably admit that you can understand who Sansa Stark is and how she interacts with all the people within her world. You are already processing complex information and backstories and information about how one person relates to another in very meaningful ways, history is nothing more than that. Understanding the stories of how individuals interact with one another and how different events shape the outcome of basically stories and narratives. The only difference is these are true narratives. So when I teach these classes, one of the things that that I am always very cognizant of, and I try and bring out, are the stories of of history. In other words, how these different events have affected and changed and shaped the way that individuals think and behave, and the way that we process information, the personalities that existed at the time, and who they are, what motivated them. These are the things that I try and bring out and try and get you guys to think about as you maybe read through the books and look at some of the historical videos I give you. So these aren't just stodgy names on pages or people. These are some characters that we'll talk about. Some of the people that are the most notable individuals in history were the most notable because they were the biggest and most the biggest personalities and the most sometimes notorious individuals of their day. So I want you to keep that in mind. All right, let's run through a couple of things before I cut this off and just let you guys get after it. If you'll get started this first week by going down on the Getting Started module, here you see I've gone under Content and scroll down to Getting Started module. Here you'll find the calendar for this this class. It's broken down into weeks. So week 1, 2, 3, and 4 are all module 1. And each week it will tell you what you should be responsible for. Okay, the topics, as well as the things that I would like you to take a look at, and then the assignments that will be due during that week. You'll also see under module 1, if I go into module 1, I've broken these down by the weeks that they actually are, January 21st through 25th. So here's a write-up and then the individual information that you should pay attention to. So you can go down and you can pay attention to each of the individual modules, or you can look at the schedules themselves. There's numerous ways of getting to the same content. Okay, so you should take a holistic look at the content of this class. Again, pay attention to the book, the D2L modules, and my lectures on all of this this content. As you can see, in week 2, I give you week 2 overview as well as chapters 3 and 4 videos. So you'll have you should have a plethora of information to help you understand and grasp the concepts. Each week I will be giving you one of these videos as well, just to kind of help move you along. All right, so this will be in your newsfeed. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, or if there's anything that you feel like you need help with, please let me know as quickly as possible. You can email me, and I'll bring up the syllabus for this class. You can email me at the email address here. Please don't email me through D2L, but email me directly at hartcb@sfasu.edu. You can also either call me or you can call me at my office number here, and I should be able to get back to you on either of those. I will be posting what's called a GroupMe link in the next day or so. That will give you yet another way of contacting me, but I'll let you know whenever that's up. If you run through the syllabus, you can also see how things are graded, discussions and module tests, which we'll talk about a little bit later on. Okay? So, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please let me know. Otherwise, get after Module 1 and Week 1, and let me know if you have any questions. Good luck. Please, for now, go ahead and start doing chapters 1 and 2 and the Getting to Know You discussion post. All right? Okay, great. I look forward to seeing your videos.